So here we are with the Sentry noise gate, and once again some contrabass clarinet samples going into our Jackson Audio Fuzz, again with the Fuzz Page Mark II module, which is particularly noisy and hissy. So let's have a brief example of that. So you can even hear that without any samples we still get a lot of line noise. Now that's a sample from the tune Little Green Spirits, which some people may recognize. By the way, welcome back. If you're back again, welcome. If you're checking this out for the first time, we've got a few things going on with the Sentry noise gate here. First of all, we've got three different basic modes. We've got a basic gate, we've got a tone print, which we're not going to be messing with today because that requires working with software provided by TC Electronic, and we've got a special one designed for hiss. Now the three controls that we've got here are a threshold, which gives us a level of that's the level at which the gate clicks in. We've got decay, which is how fast the gate clicks in, and we've got damp, which is how much it clicks in. So what we're going to do first of all, we're going to get a basic idea by just using the line noise. So we've got this handy light here. We can see that we get that effect there. Now if we go down to the hiss mode, we can see that's the same. And that's basically doesn't seem to be doing anything different there. The decay, now what I was hearing there was the speed. Let's put the decay all the way over here. Let's assume that that's the slowest and that's the fastest, and let's see. Yeah, that seems to be the fastest there, which is, quite frankly, what we want. The clarinet having the attack that it does. Let's see how that goes. And damp is the amount that it damps it, and we want that all the way up too. Let's see if. Okay, so yeah, that's maximum damping there. So let's assume that we're going to just have the decay all the way up and the damp all the way up, just for maximum effect. And for basic line noise, this seems to be the place where it works. Let's try that hiss mode and see if there's any difference there. Okay, I'm not really seeing any difference there at the moment. Let's go back to the normal gate mode and let's try a sample. So here we go. Okay, we don't seem to be getting any any gate activity there, so we're going to try tuning the threshold up higher, or lower, I should say. Okay, that seems to be not, it seems to be one or the other. Let's try this hiss mode. Okay, that's a little frustrating. Let's try a different sample. Let's try the Shiva the Destroyer sample. Okay, that's getting us a bit more activity. Okay, so I think what we need is maybe a sample with a little bit more space in it, which I believe we have in our next one. Okay, let's turn the volume on the mixer. Okay, that does seem to be doing something good. Let's try that kind of thing again. That doesn't seem to be catching it particularly quickly. I mean, have I got the decay the wrong way round? Okay, maybe I had the decay the wrong way round there. Okay, lesson learned. Decay, wrong way round. So when it's counterclockwise, we get a super fast off and on. So let's go back to that previous Shiva the Destroyer and see if that has done things for us. Okay, so that's that sorted. As I said, this is a first look, so I'm glad to be working out the basics here. We've got the decay now where we want it. Damp, I'm pretty sure we've got that where we want it. Let's just give that a quick check. Yeah, there we still get a little bit of background noise. Okay, so we want these guys pointing inwards. Damp all the way up so that it cuts everything off, and decay all the way counterclockwise. Okay, well, seems like we've got these guys under control. Seems like we know what's going on roughly with the threshold. Let's have a quick look at this gate and hiss thing. Are we happy with this sample? Yeah, let's stick with this one. Okay, it seems that we're going to want it somewhere underneath 9 o'clock. Seems a bit skittish when it's under 9. Let's turn things back up on the Okay, just below 9. Let's see if hiss makes any difference. Definitely a tone difference, it seems. Let's turn this up. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. Okay. Maybe damp doesn't need to be all the way up, perhaps. I don't know. For now, I'm going to leave it at noon there, but worth having a think about. Be interesting to test this with like a steady tone and just be turning it on and off, maybe. But let's have a look and see if gate and hiss make any difference. Okay, so it does seem that hiss is thinning the tone a little bit. So, yeah, I think gate is where we want it. Okay, well, it feels like we're getting a handle on this. Maybe we want to look into making a tone print. But just the gate seems to be pretty good. What I'm going to do to finish off is just put this... I'm going to turn the damp back up, at least to there, I think. And we're going to just run our samples through this and see how this sounds. So here we go. Let's go back to our first sample, the little green spirits. Here we go. Yeah, I think there's been something recorded on there as I've been pushing the buttons that's adding a little bit of extra noise. But I think we've got something here from Esoteric Mechanisms that is the next one. So let's see how that goes. Okay, yeah, that seems to be responding nicely. Definitely cutting down on the hiss there, which is the main point of this. Okay, next sample. I think this is the Shiva one again. We'll run it a couple of times just to have a listen. Okay, yeah, it seems to be doing a fine job there. What's up next? I think this is one from Sunset Surfing. So with some nice space in it. So. Okay, yeah, there did seem to be some kind of crackliness passing through there. We'll have a listen through later and see. But let's go on to the last couple of samples, both from the Shabaka Mountain Jam. Okay, some interesting exploration there. The decay knob doesn't have to be all the way down. In fact, it's better if it's not, it seems. Definitely something worth playing with more. Also, some nice contrast there by just turning the Sentry on and off. And you can hear how it's doing a good job and how it actually does a more subtle job with the decay not all the way up. So let's finish with one more sample and see what we come up with. But this has been a really good first look at the Sentry. Well, it seems that a setting that is working well for us is with the decay just above 9 and the threshold just below 9, and I think we still need to work on the damping, figuring that out a little bit first, but we definitely do not want it all the way up there. You can hear how that's not doing the job there. But yeah, definitely worth looking into. Let's leave that for now, though. I also think that the gate is the setting that we want. We can fiddle around with a tone print at some point, maybe, but hiss seems to be removing some of the tonal qualities as well, which we definitely don't want. We want this to be as rich and buzzy and messed up as possible. Okay. Well, thank you very much for sticking around, if you have indeed stuck around. And I hope this has been interesting, as interesting for you as for me. And let's see where this goes. We will probably try to bring in the compression somewhere, somehow. After the noise gate, before the noise gate. It's difficult to say. But gradually this is coming together. Stay well, and hopefully see you next time.